The Eagle Burgmann CobaSeal is a robust and reliable separation seal for compressors. Since it was launched on the market, this innovative sealing solution has proven its worth worldwide in both first-fit and retrofit applications. The special design makes the CobaSeal non-sensitive to oil contamination in dynamic operation, in contrast to other gas seals. And, when static, the seal is completely oil-tight, even without a separation gas supply. This is illustrated in detail in this video. The seal is positioned immediately behind the main seal, as demonstrated here with a cutaway model of an Eagle Burgmann DGS. Its task is to keep the oil from the bearing away from the main DGS seal, and to do this reliably. It's designed as a double-arranged coaxial dry gas seal with just one pair of sliding faces. It consists of a rotating seat made of ductile material and a stationary spring-loaded sealing surface. The separation gas is routed through axial holes in the stationary sealing surface into the middle of the seal face. In the sealing gap, it's divided into two gas flows, which are routed to the inner and outer diameters of the seal face. This pressurization creates a film of gas between the sealing surfaces. As a result, the CobaSeal offers no-wear, non-contacting operation in all conditions and extremely low leakage. The Eagle Burgmann Engineering and Production Center in Eurasburg, Germany, has facilities suitable for running defined test series with compressor seals under extreme conditions. Here, the CobaSeal was extensively tested under various conditions, and even with a completely flooded bearing chamber, which you can see in the next minutes. The seal first undergoes a dynamic run under normal operational conditions. The processes in the bearing oil housing can be observed through an acrylic glass window. The system is pressurized to 2.7 bar gauge, which is equivalent to 39.2 psi gauge. The oil flow to the bearing housing is 8 liters per minute. After pressurization, the seal is started. The seal faces lift away from one another and run without contact or wear. The speed is increased to a maximum value of 12,560 revolutions per minute, which is equal to approximately 150 meters per second in that case. The non-contacting operation makes it a simple matter to supply dry nitrogen from cylinders, for example. The axial sealing gap makes the CobaSeal almost totally immune to radial shaft vibrations. Experience gained from real-world applications confirms that the leakage values are lower than with all conventional radial solutions. As the shaft slows down, the CobaSeal remains non-contacting right to the slowest speed range. The test rig is shut down until stationary. In static operation, the CobaSeal can be operated unpressurized, as demonstrated by the following test sequence. Oil is again supplied to the bearing housing at a rate of 8 liters per minute. The difference being that, this time, the housing is completely filled with oil. After 5 minutes, the oil is then drained off again, and the pressure is increased once more to 2.7 bar gauge. Restart. Shortly after startup, it can be clearly seen how oil present at the seal is returned to the bearing housing via the outer diameter of the seal. The speed is increased to 12,560 revolutions per minute. After a few minutes, the test rig is shut down until stationary. This marks the end of the test sequence. The CobaSeal is then removed, dismantled, and inspected in order to assess the condition of the seal after the test. The rotating unit is dismantled with care. The seal face of the rotating unit shows no contamination whatsoever. No oil has penetrated between the faces during standstill. The CobaSeal is reliably oil-tight. The stationary unit is in perfect condition. Here again, there are no traces of oil on or between the contact surfaces of the seal. The CobaSeal has the advantage that any oil that reaches the faces while the seal is stopped is spun out of the sealing gap without residue on startup. In contrast to normal gas seals, oil between the CobaSeal faces causes no adverse effects or damage whatsoever. The Eagle Burgmann CobaSeal is both robust and totally oil-tight. Further advantages of the CobaSeal: it is non-sensitive to radial vibrations due to the axial sealing gap. There are no limits regarding slow roll or turning operation due to the static liftoff. There are no limits regarding the dew point of the separation gas, and it has a lower nitrogen consumption than any other system. Eagle Burgmann CobaSeal, the innovative separation seal proven under real conditions, robust and reliably oil-tight in all operating states.